Meditation alone heals Crohn's disease only if you avoid these 3 mistakes. And I'm also going to share with you some powerful meditation techniques to grab hold of your Crohn's disease and make it go away for good. Let's get started. Hi, my name is Mike, the Heal Your Gut Guy, and I've healed myself 100% naturally of Crohn's disease, and I've helped many other people do the same. And we do this by addressing the root cause. Meditation helps us address the root cause of Crohn's disease if we do it correctly. If you're new here, go down below and leave a comment. I answer everybody's comments, and I want to give you helpful feedback on how to get better as fast as possible with the least amount of effort. Also, while you're going down there, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can see our videos, because this information is going to change your life. So the first mistake people are making is that they're not focusing on the resolution of anger, because that is going to produce the most healing in Crohn's disease. Now, I tried all sorts of drugs and all sorts of diets for years, and I was super skinny. But when I started to address the indigestible anger in my life, I gained 30 pounds in just a few short months. And this is because our brain controls our body. Therefore, our brain controls our gut, and our brain controls our Crohn's disease. My Crohn's disease started after indigestible anger in my life. I couldn't digest many things in my life. I was angry at my computer for not working correctly. I was angry at the red light for being an inconvenience for me on my way to work. I was angry at the world, angry at everything. And my body tried to help me overcome this perceived stress by developing extra gut cells to help me digest and absorb this hard to digest things in my life that were making me angry. And when I resolve these conflicts, my body says, I don't need these gut cells anymore, so let's get rid of them. And it does this with the help of bacteria and fungi. So we're removing these extra gut cells, and that causes pain, blood, diarrhea, and cramping, the typical fun Crohn's symptoms. And that process of cell proliferation and cell loss can go on forever if the stress isn't fully resolved. And there was times in my life where the anger wasn't getting the best of me, and I experienced great symptom relief. But when I let my bad habits get the best of me and I just got angry at everything, that is when my Crohn's symptoms were at its worst. So when you're meditating, to meditate is to calm your mind. You close your eyes. The reason why you close your eyes is because it decreases external stimulation. So it makes it easier to focus on one thing. And then at first, you focus on your breath. And so once you get down to that one singular thing, now we're in a place where we can ask our mind to do something constructive for us. So here, what we want to do when we're in this meditative state, maybe there's many different ways to meditate. Maybe you meditate once a day, twice a day, or a few times a week. It doesn't matter. As long as you do it, you don't have to do it forever. You just have to do it enough to tell your brain the right things to do to start heading in the right direction, which is a full resolution of this anger. That's the root cause. Indigestible anger causes Crohn's disease. So we need to use these meditation times to first identify this indigestible anger, and then second, resolve this indigestible anger. So you close your eyes, and you start breathing and relaxing and calming your mind, and then that's when you ask yourself, okay brain, we need to identify what's making us angry. Maybe you don't need to meditate for that, but asking your brain in this meditative calm state will open, the answers might not come to you while you're meditating, but it primes the brain to start looking for these things in your life. It primes you for the rest of the day. You'll start to be more aware of your anger. So you identify the anger, and then once you identify the anger, we need to start coming up with ways to resolve this anger. And that's where we come into the second mistake. We're not asking our brain in the correct way how to resolve this anger. You have to understand how your subconscious mind works. It doesn't understand negatives. We need to focus on what we want and ignore what we don't want. So let's say your indigestible anger is with your brother or a sibling. You're fighting all the time, or a friend. You're fighting. And so think about, like, if you're obsessed about like this anger in the relationship, and that's all you think about is how angry this person makes you, you're priming your subconscious mind to expect anger from this person, like to expect just bad things from this relationship. So your subconscious mind has the answers to turn this relationship around, or at least find a better solution for this interaction, put you in a better position, but we have to tell it to do that. And we do that by focusing on what we want. So when we're meditating, instead of focusing on, oh, he's such a jerk, I can't believe he did that, we need to imagine the relationship going the way that we want it to. Okay, all right, we're shaking hands. Me and my brother are shaking hands. Me and my brother are hugging. Me and my brother are laughing together. Me and my brother are playing video games and playing soccer. I don't know. You guys are doing whatever it is that you enjoy. You're doing that together. Or maybe the relationship is beyond repair. I don't know your situation. Maybe you imagine yourself just being away from this person and being happy and imagining a way where you guys can be separated in a healthy way. It depends. Your subconscious mind has the answer to this, but we need to ask the subconscious mind this in a constructive way. So when you're meditating and you have the mind calm, focus on what you want. You're going to be very tempted to focus on what you don't want, and you can't ignore some of these thoughts. But when these thoughts come your way, you need to ask yourself, what do I want? Because imagining what you want and telling your brain to, shifting that focus away from what you don't want and towards what you do want, this is how you communicate to your brain, because it does not understand the negative. It can't comprehend it. It thinks best in imagery. Start focusing on what you do want. And so a really powerful tool to help you achieve this faster is that your mind cannot ignore a question. It's just too tempting. So this is called an empowering question. You ask yourself, how can I get what I want? So in this case, how can I get a healthy relationship with my brother and enjoy the process? How can I enjoy a healthy relationship with my brother and enjoy the process? Do you feel like the gears like switching? They're going this way and then all of a sudden they're switching? Because your brain can't ignore a question. Because multiple times a day, you're probably asking yourself something like, what a jerk, how could he do such a thing? And now all your mind thinks about is, yeah, okay, let's just focus on all the negative things about our relationship and what a jerk he is. But instead, if you start asking, it's a habit. Once you change this habit, and meditation can help unlock this potential in you, when you're in that calm state, it just makes this so much more powerful. How can I have a better relationship with my brother and enjoy the process? And then also, to make this more powerful, give it a date. And I'm not saying, in 1 day, in a week, or in a month, or in 6 months, because that's always 1 month away. To your brain, 1 month is always 1 month away. So I'm filming this video in February, and so it would be more constructive to say by March 15th, 2022, me and my brother are going to go to Trampoline World and have fun together. You see how much more powerful that is than by March 15th, 2022, me and my brother aren't going to fight. Like it's a very confusing, conflicting statement to send to your brain, but it's so much more powerful. How can I get what I want? How? Your brain's like, how do I do it? How do I do this? And how do I enjoy the process? It's just really simple but very powerful. Go down below and leave a comment. What is the indigestible anger in your life that caused your Crohn's disease? I want to help guide you in the right direction so you can get better as fast as possible and get back to your life. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. And also I have a video showing up right here. It's my 30-day plan to get better from Crohn's disease. This video will change your life. I've seen so many people get better with this free plan. It's absolutely free. Click here and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.